Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The age-old question of which came first, the chicken or the egg, has puzzled humanity for centuries. It's a paradox that has fascinated philosophers, scientists, and theologians alike. In this video, we'll explore the origins of this paradox, its potential answers, and what it can teach us about the nature of existence. To begin, let's examine the paradox itself. On one hand, we have the chicken, a fully formed and functional animal that lays eggs. On the other hand, we have the egg, which contains the genetic material necessary to create a chicken. So which one came first? Did the chicken emerge from an egg, or did the egg emerge from a chicken? It's a circular question with no clear answer. And it has led to many debates and discussions throughout history. One potential answer to this paradox comes from evolutionary biology. According to this theory, the first chicken emerged from a genetic mutation that occurred within the DNA of a pre-existing species of bird. Over time, this mutation gave rise to a bird that was genetically distinct from its ancestors, and thus the first chicken was born. This means that the egg came before the chicken, as it was laid by the pre-existing bird species that gave rise to the chicken. However, this answer only addresses the question from a biological perspective. It doesn't account for the philosophical and theological implications of the paradox. For example, if the first chicken emerged from an egg, where did that egg come from? Did it also come from a pre-existing bird species, or did it magically appear out of thin air? These are questions that cannot be answered by science alone, and they require a deeper understanding of existence itself. One way to approach this paradox is to consider it in terms of causality. In other words, what caused the chicken or the egg to come into existence? If we follow this line of reasoning, we might conclude that both the chicken and the egg are the result of a long chain of causes and effects that stretches back to the beginning of the universe. Everything that exists is interconnected and interdependent, and there is no clear beginning or end to this chain of causality. This perspective suggests that the chicken and the egg are not separate entities, but rather two sides of the same coin. They are both part of the same cosmic dance of creation and destruction, and they both play a vital role in the ongoing process of existence. From this point of view, the question of which came first becomes irrelevant, as it is impossible to separate the chicken from the egg or the egg from the chicken. Another way to approach this paradox is to consider it in terms of consciousness. If we assume that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of reality, then we might conclude that the chicken and the egg both emerge from a deeper field of consciousness that underlies all of existence. In this view, the chicken and the egg are both expressions of this deeper consciousness, and they are both equally valid and important. From this perspective, the question of which came first is again irrelevant, as both the chicken and the egg are manifestations of the same underlying reality. It's like asking which wave came first in the ocean. They all arise from the same source and are part of the same process. This perspective suggests that we should focus less on the specifics of the chicken and the egg, and more on the deeper reality that gives rise to them. In conclusion, the paradox of the chicken and the egg is a fascinating and complex topic that has puzzled humanity for centuries. While there are many potential answers to this question, they all point to a deeper understanding of existence and the nature of reality. Whether we approach this paradox from a biological, philosophical, or spiritual perspective, we can learn a great deal about ourselves and our place in the universe. Ultimately, the chicken and the egg paradox reminds us that there is still much we don't understand about the world around us, and that the answers we seek may not always be clear-cut or straightforward. As we continue to explore the mysteries of existence, we can take comfort in knowing that we are not alone in our quest for knowledge. Whether we are scientists, philosophers, or everyday people, we are all part of a larger process of discovery and exploration that stretches back to the beginning of time. And while we may never fully unravel the paradox of the chicken and the egg, we can continue to ask questions, seek answers, and appreciate the wonder and complexity of the universe in which we live. So, beyond existence, let's embrace the mystery of the chicken and the egg paradox, and use it as a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Let's continue to ask questions, explore new ideas, and push the boundaries of our understanding, knowing that the journey is just as important as the destination. And let's celebrate the beauty and complexity of existence, knowing that every chicken, every egg, and every living thing is a part of the same miraculous and awe-inspiring universe.